music is for people, for the normal people, or is just for high society?
No, music is a universal language. Music really speaks to everybody. And you know that because popular music is understood by everyone, but it's only because it's commercially distributed. And because it's easier for people to understand right away. Because music began in two ways. First, as a religious experience to try to invoke the spirit, and the other is to dance. And those are the two reasons for music. So words can't express what music can express in terms of the feeling, in terms of the heart, in terms of the emotion. And so people express themselves in music. And you know, if everybody enjoys a piece of bread, so popular music is the bread. But sometimes it's good to put something on the bread, like butter, like cheese, like a cold cut. And sometimes it's good to have meat, potatoes, vegetables, and dessert. And that's where classical music, it's just a matter of bringing to people the same way you bring your newspaper to people.
Okay, but let me put on a different perspective. The classic music have, and I'm not talking about to hear a CD or in a radio, but watch, like to be in one of those shows that we are having for festival. The classic music, you have to dress a formal dress. You have probably to be on time, and the normal people. I'm talking about the Mozambican normal people. They're not used to dress well, and they are always late. You have something for 7, and probably they arrive at 7:30. The mobiles are not switched off, and the concept we have. Besides classical music, well, it's not for us. It's probably for the others.
But when a normal Il Povo, when they get married, on the day of their marriage, are they late?
Well, just the bride.
And so if it's something that they want to celebrate, that they're happy about, then they come together and they celebrate. The best way I can answer that is for you to come with me at 10 o'clock when I'm working with the Mozambicans. At 10 o'clock, you know, first of all, the Porgy and Bess that we're doing has popular music, it has jazz, it has swing, it has all the elements of popular music together, but in a big opera piece. And it's immediately, one understands it, so there's nothing difficult about it to listen to. It's very attractive, and anybody who can come will understand it immediately. Because in an opera you tell a story, and it's always about a human situation. Now, if you come late, you miss the beginning of the story, that's all. But so you start here, and you go to there. It's not a problem.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking this because I'm trying to find, a way to write the story, but on the same time, not to say that it happens, but probably to make my readers think next year when they hear about the classical music that is in town, they want to come and see. Because I hear a few noise, some advertising around the festival, but people are not coming. They probably prefer to go for some other things that, and I'm trying to find a way to make them not love the classic music, but just start to go there. Yeah, go there like a curiosity for a start, and they will like. Of course, they will.
But I think the public needs to understand that the same impulse that makes a person sing in their home, in their shower, when they're feeling good, is the same impulse that drives classical music. It's just that that has been developed in a way that brings more people together. Music at the simplest level is just one person singing without any accompaniment. At the next level, it's one voice and one instrument to accompany, guitar or piano. But that has a certain amount of power. Now, if you have amplification system, you can extend that power. But if the electricity goes off, then you don't hear anything. But in classical music, we don't amplify that way mechanically. We amplify humanly. So all the people in the orchestra put their energy into the story. All the people on stage put their energy into the story. They sing, they dance, they act. The lighting creates an atmosphere,
the ambience,
and the scenery. And as you tell a story, it comes and grips you. And then suddenly you're into the story when you're watching and listening. And it's an experience that's true. It's true in the way that it's not true with a mic. And with people that wear this on their head.
Yeah.
That's not true. This is true.
Okay.
You know, and people have to understand it like a sport. They understand in sports when you develop a skill and you can catch the ball.
Yeah.
Well, when a singer has to go to a high note, either they get it, catch the ball, the high note's secure, or they drop it.
Well,
And so people can relate to a classical performance exactly the way they relate to the people that listen a lot to the classical performance know the score. They know each player, how many times they got the high C really good, and they're waiting to see if they get it good this time.
Yeah. For real. Okay, Peter.